Hello everyone, this is Psy Soldier here. We are actually going to be starting a new Mount and Blade Warband series. This is going to be featuring the Mod Perisno. If you're actually watching our other Mount and Blade series with the mod Nude On, have no fear because we are still continuing quite strong with that one. I actually have quite a backlog of videos that I have yet to edit and upload, so for now, I've actually just kind of gotten the itch to play as a powerful archer character. If you've been watching our New Dawn series, you may know that my character is actually kind of specializing in persuasion and charisma at the moment. And I really want somebody that can actually kill some people himself. So I'm actually going to be going as a powerful archer in this game, maybe with some melee skills to boot. Anyways, welcome here, adventurer, to Perisno, where elves roam in the forest and dragons lurk in the stories told, and the vast lands reach far and near. There are 6 factions fighting to control territory, while the minor factions are out to cause trouble and wreak havoc among the people. You have been chosen to rise to greatness, to find the hidden truth. Enter the world of Perisno, where you might never return. So, we're actually not going to enable the Fog of War. That actually causes you to not see the villages and stuff, which is not what we want. I want to know where all the villages and towns are at. It's kind of annoying to not be able to find those. So I did not really like that feature when I played before. We are going to be a male, and we are actually going to be playing as an elven male. Now then, you were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was... I want to be an archer, but I think I'm going to go with a veteran warrior. I think that's going to give me probably some better skills in fighting, possibly. Alright, as a child, your family scrabbled out a meager living from your father's wages as a guardsman to the local lord. It was not an easy existence, and you were too poor to get much of an education. You learned mainly how to defend yourself on the streets, with or without a weapon in your hand. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as... I think a street urchin is going to give us some more agility, which is probably a good option. We could also go as a stepchild, but I think we're going to take street urchin. As a boy growing out of childhood, you took to the streets, doing whatever you must to survive. Begging, thieving, and working for gangs to earn your bread. You lived from day to day in this violent world, always one step ahead of the law and those you wished you ill. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became... what did I become? I think let's go for a game poacher, probably. Alright. Though the distinction felt sudden to you somewhere along the way, you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. Dissatisfied with the common men's desperate scrabble for coin, you took to your local lord's own forests, and decided to help yourself to its bounty. Laws be damned, you hunted stags, boars, and geese, sold the precious meat under the table. You cut down trees right under the watchmen's noses and turned them into firewood that warmed many freezing homes during the winter. All for a few silvers, of course, but soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was... let's go with personal revenge, I guess. I think that one actually gives us a point in power strike. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. Still, it was not a difficult choice to leave. With the rage burning brightly in your heart, you want vengeance. You want justice. You know that what was done to you cannot be undone, and these debts can only be paid in blood. Let's become an adventurer and strike out here. Alright. Allow me to quit without saving, because you never know what might happen and we crash, etc. So we're going to go ahead and put those points into strength. As you can see here, we've actually got a pretty good amount already in Iron Flesh, Power Strike, Power Throw, I care nothing about, Power Draw. Let's go ahead and put some into Weapon Master, Power Draw. I could definitely probably use some in Athletics. Guess I'll go for another one in Athletics. And let's go ahead and take another one in Weapon Master so we can hopefully get our skills up as quickly as possible. It would have been advantageous to actually put something into Prisoner Management, but I'm sure that I will get a level up shortly here that will allow me to do that. Anyways, Prisoner Management actually works slightly different in Perisno. If you read up here at the top, if I can get it to stay, I can't, apparently. Prisoner Management, for every level of this skill, it increases your prisoner-to-troop ratio by 1 out of 10. You have a minimum of 2 prisoners per skill point. So, basically, for every 10 troops that you have, you can have 1 prisoner for every point that you have in Prisoner Management. So it's not just a flat number of prisoners that you can have. It depends based on the number of troops that you actually have in your party. So if I had, say, 100 troops in my party and 3 points in Prisoner Management, then I could have 30 prisoners. So that's somewhat useful, and it kind of scales the number of prisoners that you can have based on the number of your troops. And we have one more point here to put. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and just put that into Charisma. That way I can actually have 3 in Prisoner Management when the time comes. And we will go ahead and put these 15 points that we have into Archery. And for our name here, let's go with, I have a hankering to do something like a comic book style name. Just going to do Deadshot. Not a very fantasy sounding name, but who cares? If you care, forgive me. But, Deadshot is a good archer's name. It's more of a nickname, rather. Alright, let's select a good face. None of these look particularly elven. Yes, these guys look more human than elf. I don't really know. I haven't seen anybody that looks particularly like an elf. Eventually, we might see somebody. I was slightly tempted to take that guy, but... Jeez Louise. These choices all suck. Oh, come on. Don't make me actually get into these sliders and create a face. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go with this guy here. He looks like a very gruff elf. I'm just going to have to pretend that he looks like an elf, because to be honest, he doesn't look anything like an elf to me. But we'll just say he's a ranger, and he's out there, yeah. We're just going to pretend he's an elf. So we're going to take a ship to Fornorian of the Redwood Nation. That is the nation of the elves in Perisno. You came by sea, skirting the cliffs where the elven woodlands meet the sea. Much of the coastline was obscured by tendrils of fog that snaked down the river valleys, but occasionally you caught sight of a castle watchtower rising above the mists, and on one occasion a beacon fire burning to warn of an enemy warband. You knew you were relatively safe at sea, as you were too far south to risk encountering the sea pirates who trouble the coasts of the Macavian lands. But it was still a relief to reach the Selver Estuary gateway to the port of Fornian, and see an elven warboat riding at anchor, its pennants fluttering in the evening breeze. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn of Fornorian, and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Alright. This is a really freaking weird place to, have this encounter here. Yes, have some of that. Good grief. Bandit killed by Deadshot. Holy crap. I thought it was another one. It's just the merchant. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door while checking the street, and then finally, convinced you have not been followed, comes nearer to you to speak. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, we've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them to enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house, out all alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and didn't know how bad things had become. He had no such excuse. But he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you don't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Perisno to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson that they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? Yes, of course, I am interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try to take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted, I'll warrant. You'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil and hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 orms, consider it an advance on your reward. Go round to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon that you'll need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Yes, very good, sir. I'll collect some men from around the villages. Good. You'll find me again in the tavern after you've got the men together. Alright, so we've taken our quest, and let's go ahead and head out. But before I do that, I'm actually going to run back into town here And we are going to get a little bit of practice in the arena. Let's talk to the tournament master. Yes. Tell me about the melee fights. Is there a reward? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so it's giving me a bow to start off with. Unlike, okay, let me, get that stuff! Alright. I'll take this bow here. Excellent! Alright. Let's run up this little ramp here. Force this guy to come up at me from there. Yes, have a little of that. Ouch! Yes. We are improving our archery skills. That's our main goal here. Crap. Excellent. One of the things I like about the Perisno mod is that it actually makes the arena locations a little more interesting and gives you some cool stuff to break up the monotony. Unlike the standard arenas where it's basically just a big empty courtyard. Also, I guess the same as New Dawn, which is also just a big empty courtyard. Come on now. Shoot that man in the back. Have a little of that. We've gotten a fair number of increases to our archery skill, which is nice. Come on now. There we are. Yes! Almost hit 100. It's very good. Excellent, we are now at 100. Shoot him in the back. Ah. Turn your back on me, don't you? Oh, come on now. Holy crap! No, what am I doing? I meant to jump off there. Apparently I was hitting the wrong button. Okay, so there's 4 of them left. I'll let them fight amongst themselves for a minute. Then I'll shoot the last man standing. Have a little of that right there, buddy. Yay! We are the arena champion now. And we've reached level 2. Congratulations, champion. Your fight there was something to remember. You managed to be the last fighter standing, beating down everyone else. And of course, you won the grand prize of the fight, 200 arms. Yes, actually, let's go ahead and do that once more, I think, here. It didn't give us a bow, so I guess we're just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I think he's got a two-handed sword. I'll happily take that 200 hand. 200? Two-handed sword! Yes. Let's take the fight to these guys here. Ouch! Get off of me! Good grief. Okay, why is it not swinging my sword? Maybe because my skill is so freaking low, it's not registering very quickly. Alright. It's a little better. Oh. Yes. Took him down with one hit. I guess that's the plus side to having points in Power Strike. Let's go ahead and run up our little ramp here. That way I can play a game of King of the Hill. Ouch! Darn you! Can I take his arrows? It's not looking like it. Apparently not. So I don't think I'm going to be the arena champion this time. On the bright side, we are getting a few points in two-handed weapons. Come here, sir. Come to your death. Ouch! Maybe come to my death. Yes. Alright, I have a little for you too. Yes, you're about to get stabbed in the back, sir. I'm not sure you're aware of that. Yes. Veteran fighter knocked unconscious. Doesn't seem to be terribly responsive. I'm trying to, Oh, yeah, have some of that. That's right, buddy. Oh, yeah. So I don't think I'm going to be the arena champion this time, but I have managed to take out quite a few of the enemies. This could be over quite quickly if I have an archer spawn down here and shoot me in the back like that! Holy crap. Alright, sir, please, just forget you ever saw me. There you are. Yeah! I appreciate your help in disposing of the archer, but, I'm still going to have to kill you. Alright. Well, with any luck, I might... Well, great. It looks like these guys have all decided to gang up on me. Yeah. What you gonna do now, huh? Oh, great. They're still coming for me. Crap! Oh! We were actually rather close. Only had 4 of them left. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time and then we're gonna go ahead and end this video. Good, sir. That's what I'm going to do. And it gave us a bow again. That's good. With any luck, I can shoot this man before he actually gets up here. Take out the people with the shield. Alright. Now let's go down here and see if I can find a heavy practice sword. Ah, great. Looks like he has a heavy practice sword. Crap. I don't know how I'm missing him so badly. No, he had a staff. You, sir. Have an arrow to the face. Ah, he has a practice sword. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Alright. Let's see if we can get a couple headshots here. Not quite. Can I shoot him in the knee? Excellent. Alright, sir. Walk up here and let me shoot you in the face. Thank you very much. You can have some too. For 90 damage. Alright. We still haven't taken any hits. We're looking pretty good. We may very well be the arena champion once again. Excellent. We're at 105 in archery now. Ha-ha! Let's go ahead and switch to first-person mode here. It's not very good for, Yeah, first-person mode's not very good for melee fighting, but for archery, it's not bad. It's kind of just about the only way to go, to be perfectly honest. Yes. Took you out. Headshot. 86 damage. We have 14 enemies remaining. And I have about 26 arrows. Alright, people. I got 15 experience. Apparently I killed someone there. I hit that man. Excellent. We killed another one. Oh, you're trying to sneak up on me, are you? Have a shot to the face. The arrow trajectory in Perisno is actually slightly different than a New Dawn. I think a New Dawn has more of an arc to the arrows. In Perisno, the arrows go a little more straight. I think they fly a little harder and faster. Apparently we are the arena champion again. I didn't even notice. Alright, congratulations, champion. Your fight there was something to remember. Alright, I need to leave now. Goodbye. And we're going to go ahead and end this video here as well. So, as always, if you enjoy our videos, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.